Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we just went live 12 seconds ago. Charles. Yeah, I just started on my phone, and it's live streaming to the YouTube channel that I think I just popped you a link. Problem is I'm not an administrator on the page, and technically I need to not be an administrator on your page for obvious reasons. So I mean. The problem is I already sent instructions to someone else to stream this, so I think we're live right now. Yeah, but I mean, you can post this link right now, and everyone should see that. I sent it on Facebook to the person in front of me. I assume it was you. Yeah, but I can manually tell you the address. Sentinel, SENTINL. Sounds good? All right. Bye.
Are you ready?
Yeah. I don't know who's funny. Search. Encourage everybody to speak up, because all I got is this.
Okay, got it. Okay.
All right, let's, can I have your attention? We are live streaming this event, so I just want you to know that's what Charles is doing. It's on the internet, so those people who couldn't be here are able to see it on the internet. And would you please speak up when you ask questions or have anything to say? Please speak up, because this is the only mic we have. So I just asked you to do that.
Where is it live streaming? Do you know?
Facebook.
Okay, on your page?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm streaming it to my YouTube channel, and then other folks can pick it up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's some kind of machinations. I'm not sure how.
And what's the name of your YouTube channel?
If you look up my name, Charles Douglas, that's where I'm at. Yeah.
Charles Douglas, that's where you find it. All right, I'm Carol Voisin. I'm a city councilor, and I was so delighted when I heard what Julie was going to do, Julie Akins, that she was going to go up and down I-5 and find out and ask folks why they're homeless, what's going on, some journalism that's vital for today. And let me just give you a little background. Julie has been a journalist for 30 years, and she has taught journalism here at SOU. She worked in LA, and she earned the AP News Award for covering the homeless in 1985. So she's been covering homeless issues since 1980. She lives in Ashland, and so I asked her, tell me something about you that no one knows. She used to be a Buddhist monk. Isn't that amazing? I was really surprised. And she's doing this work now on her own. She still works from time to time with the Tidings, writing articles. So she's doing this on her own. You need to know this. It's really time consuming, and it's going to provide us, at least Ashland folks, and anyone, any towns and cities up and down I-5 with invaluable information. So she's tracking the homeless crisis from Seattle to LA. And she is interviewing 200 homeless people to answer the questions like this. How did it happen? How did it happen that you became homeless? She'll be introducing to us the people she's met so far, and she's going to share with us some photos and stories and give give us some backstories of what's going on. And she's finding, I think we're gonna be surprised about what she's finding. So this is real firsthand information that we can't get anywhere else. And I'm just amazed and so proud of Julie for doing this.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Carol for inviting us all to come in this room and talk about this issue, and for her support, and also Mayor Stromberg has been very supportive of this project as well. And I see many friends and people, and I can acknowledge all of you, and thank you for the work that you do in this community and also for supporting me in this project. Carol's exactly right. This project is called Understanding Homelessness, and it was really born out of this article I read in the Seattle Times that the mayor of Seattle said, maybe we would know what to do about homelessness if we could ask enough homeless people themselves what they need and want. And I thought, I could do that. So, you know, so that's what made me think of doing this work. The other thing that made me think about it is that there's some really good journalism being practiced in all of the communities where we're seeing a rise, a really almost an epidemic rise in homelessness. Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, Los Angeles, those are in the top 5 cities of homelessness in the country. San Diego's in there. Each of these communities have newspapers and television broadcasters who are doing a pretty good job of covering this issue for their individual communities. But so far, no one's connected the dots about the West Coast, right? San Francisco, Los Angeles, all literally declaring a crisis. They've all done that since 2014 because homelessness has risen so dramatically. 17, everybody's above 15% since 2014. We're talking about a year's time. What's going on? So I wanted to get out there and talk to individual people based on what the mayor of Seattle said, and also out of my own curiosity. At what point do relations intersect? Where are we seeing people in terms of the homeless spectrum now who aren't aware of this difference? I think it's a mind blower. It really surprised me.
You think what?
It's a mind blower, the difference. In the 80s, I won this little award, which I don't want to make a big deal out of, it wasn't a huge thing, but I won this award because I was embedded with a group of homeless guys in Los Angeles. And we used to call them, remember when people call them basket people? They'd walk around with shopping carts with all their worldly goods, and you'd hear people blurting out things, and you know, it was a lot based on, in the 70s and 80s, mental health issues, untreated mental health issues. I think some of us in this room are old enough to recall the Reagan administration and sort of cutting out the legs from under National Social Health Services and said, oh, it's up to individual communities to do this work. And what happens when the federal government says it's up to individual communities to do the work?
Funds dry up.
Right? Because individual communities are doing the work to the best of their ability, but sometimes it takes larger amounts of money to work with these programs. So when that funding got shifted, a lot of people were out on the street, people who needed mental health services and people who needed addiction treatment. Been in the news business continuously for these 30 years, and yes, I know I look way too young to do that, but I've been in this community all these years and following it, but I hadn't been out there the way I am now. And I really gotta say, it's the economy. That's what I'm finding when I talk to people. 2 real predictors of homelessness seem to be what kind of a wage you're making at the present time and what kind of rent increases you're seeing,
Yes, exactly.
right, and mortgage increases. The predictor of homelessness seems to be abilities of population. Homeless groups who are seeing the greatest increase. And so I'm thinking demographically I'm going to find that across the board not true. What I found were so many women who look exactly like me and could be me. And do you mind if I bore you a little with some stats? My friend